Here we go. Get ready. I know I am. Item from PJ Media. President Trump, speaking at a rally in Tampa, Florida, resurrected the issue of photo ID at the polls, suggesting all voters should be required to show ID when they vote for president, senator, governor, or congressman. The time has come for voter ID like everything else, the president told supporters. Voter ID. If you go out and you want to buy groceries, you need a picture on a card. You need an ID, said Trump. You go out and you want to buy anything, you need ID and you need your picture. In this country, the only time you don't need it in many cases is when you want to vote for a president, when you want to vote for a senator, when you want to vote for a governor or a congressman. It's crazy. It's crazy. But we are turning it around. Unquote. Folks, common sense, okay? People who don't want voter ID say that the law restricts voter rights and it's too expensive. Well, they're wrong on both counts. Given the benefits of a voter ID law, look at all the states now that want illegals to be able to vote. Given the benefits of a voter ID law and the low cost of implementation, there are only two real reasons for why people still oppose voter ID laws. One is ignorance. And believe me, there's plenty of that to go around. The other one is that they want widespread fraud. They will benefit from widespread fraud. Over the past 5, 6, 7 decades, the Democrats have never been able to convince a majority of Americans that their strategy, their philosophy is right. So what they're doing is bringing in ringers. They're bypassing we, the people, bringing people in from other countries who don't know America, don't care about America, want free stuff, want welfare. They're bringing them in and saying, basically, vote for us because we're the party of welfare, and we'll give you free stuff. Those are the people opposing voter ID. It's dishonest, it's scummy, it's un-American. We need to have ID. Photo ID when you go to vote in elections. Only American citizens should be able to vote in American elections. It's sad and tragic that I even need to say that. And it's just as sad and tragic that one of our two political parties has gone off the deep end and is now the adversary of the American people. But that's exactly what the Democrats are. They're unhinged and they're un-American. And they must be defeated. Whatever you can do to defeat them, I urge you to do. Of course, I'm not talking about anything illegal, God forbid. I've never told anyone in this show to do anything illegal. Vote against them. Bring family, friends, neighbors, co-workers. Bring them to the polls to cast their ballots for Republican candidates. If we don't do that, we are up the creek. It's Wednesday. It's Real Truth. We'll be right back.
Grandpa's Pawn and Gun, serving Longmont in the Front Range of Colorado since 1994. We specialize in guns and currently have over 400 guns for sale. We also buy, sell, pawn, and trade for gold, silver, musical instruments, knives, archery equipment, quads, side-by-side, coins, and a lot more. We buy gun collections and do appraisals, which is smart for insurance purposes should a claim arise. We are, according to ATF, Colorado's second highest volume gun dealer, and because we have a lot lower overhead than the big box stores, we can beat the big box stores by as much as $100 per gun. And we have the lowest interest rates in northern Colorado, half of what the corporate stores charge when you're doing a loan. Come and see us at Grandpa's Pawn and Gun. If you love guns, if you love gold, come and see us. Check us out on the web, www.grandpaspawn.com or 303-772-7952. Grandpa?
Folks, welcome back. I am Howard Real. The show is Real Truth. Donald Trump wants a wall. America needs a wall. But the swamp doesn't want a wall. Hence the difficulties. Now, Donald Trump is saying he's willing to shut down the United States government in order to get funding for that wall. And here's Ann Coulter commenting on that. Excuse me, Anne. Excuse me. Excuse me. The president has been trying and trying hard to build the wall. He's gotten $1.6 billion so far, and the wall has started to be built. It is Congress, our do-nothing Congress, our swamp on both sides Congress, that won't give him the money to build it. The Democrats want to bring in ringers, people who go automatically on welfare and vote for them for generations. The Republicans want cheap labor. Put them together, and Congress is preventing Americans from getting the wall, not Donald Trump.
His tweeted threat yesterday is so important. He can't keep blowing off the central promise of his campaign, as I believe I may have mentioned a time or two.
And he's not blowing off any central promise. He's kept more promises in less than 2 years than most, if not all, presidents have kept in 2 terms. He's not blowing off the wall. He's trying to get the funding for the wall, and Congress won't give it to him. The Democrats are sitting on their hands, won't raise a finger to help America. And the Republicans have their own agenda. Neither of them has fully adopted Americans' agenda. When enough of them do, hopefully in November, we'll get funding for the wall. But going around saying that the president is blowing off the wall is simply not true. I respect the hell out of Ann Coulter, but in this one, she is way wrong. No one would be talking about a wall if not for Donald Trump. Well, let's take a break. We'll come back with our second segment of the day. More Real Truth ahead.
Loss of consciousness for safety, unexplained energy of doom, takes immunity, it's a person to your body. All of you, and if you experience symptoms that are disturbing you in any way, or even are remotely related to your heart, get yourself checked out by a doctor. If your doctor rushes you off, sacrifice needed a doctor. Let them act as faithful citizens to get the law. And of his fullness, we have all received and grace for grace. For the law was given through Moses, but grace and truth came through Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Christ. No one has seen God at any time. The only begotten Son, who is in the bosom of the Father, he has declared him. The Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 15. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessing of liberty for ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution
My friends, welcome back to Real Truth. I give you the President of the United States, Donald Trump, speaking in Tampa, Florida at a rally yesterday. Okay, I'm back on.
You know where they came from? They came from the heart. They came from people that were never happy with anybody but their weakness.
All right, guys, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to post this on my Facebook page right now, Real Truth Radio. Go there and watch the entire thing. Yes, of course, you can find it on YouTube. But he gave a really good speech. The most important part was his listing of all the accomplishments in the last almost 2 years. It's an amazing list, and one that I doubt any sane, rational person could vote against. Let's take a break, and we'll be back with more Real Truth.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. Not all men are created equal. That they are endowed by the Creator with certain unalienable rights. And among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just power from the consent of the government. This is the American News Network. American Women Penny in Franktown reminds parents, keep an eye on your child while shopping. Children tend to stray or become lost. This poses an opportunity for what would be a cover. Please make everyone keep track of your little one at all times. If you have information regarding a lost child, call local authorities at once. This message is from American Women for residential or commercial women pending. Call 303-263-4228. No one anywhere or no places these brave men and women put the bill for our freedom every day. And our prayers this message is from the Associate at your 24-hour Walmart Supercenter. They're on the air because they think. Most people think they can't afford to invest in gold and silver. But at the Patriot Trading Group, we believe that everyone should have the opportunity to own hard assets. That's why we created our preferred
0592. The Patriot Trading Group, allamericangold.com.
My friends, there are two things that are very disturbing about what Michelle Malkin said on the Hannity show about liberals, Democrats wanting to abolish every last founding principle. First thing that bothers me about it is that anyone would want to abolish the founding principle of the most successful country in the world. The other thing that bothers me about it is that Michelle Malkin is absolutely correct. Here we go. My friends, betrayal is really the story of America over the past few decades. We've been betrayed by the Democrats openly. We've been betrayed by a good number of Republicans covertly. Rhinos, Republican in name only. They call themselves Republicans, they belong to the Republican Party apparatus, and they vote like they're Democrats. They don't vote the way people want them to vote. It's betrayal. Democrats have betrayed everything this country stands for, and they're still going further. So if you can vote for a Republican, yes, vote for a Republican, even if he's a rhino. Because with every passing week, it's becoming clearer that America's agenda, the agenda that's making America stronger and safer and more prosperous, is the Trump agenda. So if that rhino hasn't yet gotten aboard the Trump train, hopefully he will. In the meantime, we've got to have more Republicans in office and fewer Democrats. Nothing in the 3 months running up to the November elections, nothing is more important. Got to have Republicans. There's no other way. Because if we don't, the Democrats will bring this country to a standstill again. And all the great things that are happening will stop and begin reversing themselves. Let's take a break. We'll be back.
And the word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory. The glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. John bore witness of him and cried out, saying, This was he of whom I said, He who comes after me is preferred before me, for he was before me. The Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 14 and 15. He lives the block of abundance to remind us that there's a direct problem will come. We know our kids will be approved in our meeting. We want to applaud the youngsters in our community who have the strength to say no to them. They provide examples to the peers and families to be the best they can be. That's from the block of land located at 366 Grand Street, serving our area since 1943 and specializing in naturalized PhD and book and complete custom process. All 303-688-2240. That's 303-688-2240. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty for ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. The American Free Network is not funded by special for government programs. The American Free Network is not sponsored by advertisers demanding content or program control. The American Free Network is funded by you, the listeners. If you help keep the American Free Network on the air by purchasing one of our sponsors' fine products or by calling 1-800-205-6245 to make a donation. The American Free Network needs your help.
My friends, great minds think alike, that's for sure. I was just telling you that nothing is more pressing right now in America than getting more Republicans elected in November. And just last night on Fox News, Laura Ingraham was saying the same thing. She's laying out a program for winning these elections. Here she is.
They believe people should not.
Absolutely. All the progress that we're making, the speed that we're gathering with the economy, with jobs, it will all dissipate and go away if the Democrats win big in November. We'll be back.
Now, this is the testimony of John, the Jews and priests and Levites from Jerusalem that asked him, "Who are you?" He confessed and did not deny, but confessed, "I am not the Messiah." And they asked him, "What then? Are you Elijah?" He said, "I am not." "Are you the prophet?" And he answered, "No." The Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 19 through 21. Article 4. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be allowed, and no warrant shall be issued but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the places to be searched and the person or thing to be seized. Chaplain Collins LLC speaks our emergency first responders for their professional commitment and free. They're willing to put their lives on the line for us with little or no thanks. So let's all take the time to thank our first responders for all they do for us. Also thanking our veterans for the sacrifice they made for our freedom. This message is from Chaplain Collins LLC, with 2 locations, Denver and Fort Collins. Serving the community for over 13 years. Visit them online at chapelcollins.com. Total concrete services along all fronts. Men and women of our military dedicate themselves to serving our country. Their commitment and courage keep our country safe and strong. Let us honor those who have lost their lives in the line of duty and salute those who serve today. It's a reminder from Total Concrete Services at 4462 Hilltop Road, Collins, proud to serve the entire area and to work on behalf of our future. For more information, call 970-535-4780.
My friends, I want to take half of our next 4 minutes. I want to promote Dinesh D'Souza's new movie, which is due out probably tomorrow or Friday. It's called The Death of a Nation, and like all of his movies, it is very worthwhile seeing. Here's the trailer.
Lincoln was elected to unite a country that stops.
It is in theaters August 3rd. That's what, Friday. I want you to look for it online because it's not going to be in a massive number of theaters. Life's not that good. Look for it online. It's called Death of a Nation, filmed by Dinesh D'Souza. Go see it. Bring your children to see it. Bring your friends, your family, your coworkers, everybody you can, but most importantly, bring your kids. Because they need to know what kind of America we are handing them. Item from the Activist Post. Outrage is erupting among government officials and parents as a decision has been announced to house sex offenders in an open prison with no fence right next to a children's school. Even the police chief is speaking out about the decision, calling it a, quote, serious concern. Students at Appleton Thorne Primary School in Cheshire, United Kingdom, will start seeing an influx of child molesters and rapists moving in next door as the Ministry of Justice begins relocating sex offenders as part of a new program. Unquote. My friends, if the stupidity were limited to Europe, I'd sleep better at night. It's not. Item. From Reuters, going back to England, England's Freemasons are to admit women to their secretive society, but only if they were previously male Masons. The all-male United Grand Lodge of England has published a new gender reassignment policy, which states, quote, a Freemason who after initiation ceases to be a man does not cease to be a Freemason. Item from the Gateway Pundit. For the first time since 2009, an Italian ship has returned migrants from the high seas to a Libyan port. Unquote. Now that is an example we should follow. I'll see you tomorrow. Hasta luego.